I'm Martin Anderson here in Studio B during this 11 o'clock hour. Live Studio B sessions are brought to you by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. And we got some blues here in Studio B. Eden Brent is here. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. Good to be back.
Good to be back. You were here in our little air studio with Joe Kendrick a number of years ago.
That's right. It's been about 10 years. It's been a long time coming, and it's well worth the wait. I'm glad to be here.
Right on. Thanks for coming back. You got a new album, Getaway Blues, and you're back with a mighty nice-looking guitarist here.
Yeah, this is my husband, Bob Dowell, is traveling with me. He produced this new album, Getaway Blues. We went over to, Bob's from London, England, and we went over to London to record. We got invited to a party over there, and so we thought, well, shucks, while we're there, why don't we get together with some of your old bandmates and make a record. So we just tracked for a couple of days in the studio over there, and brought it back to Memphis to mix it and finish it up.
All right.
So
cool.
Bob played bass on the record and produced too.
Right on. Great. Well, it's great to have you two here in Studio B with our engineer, Sean Rubin. And, why don't we hear a song? Got something, a new one maybe? What
Sure. Yeah, we're going to do all new ones.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, the new and improved album.
All right.
This is the title cut. It's called Getaway Blues. Someday, soon as I get paid, I don't plan to stay. I got the getaway blues. I got to get away from you. Soon as a rooster crows, I'm gonna hit the road. I got the getaway blues. You can check my gate for 2 days straight. I'll take the flat land all of the way. Getaway blues, got to get away from you. When chilly winds ain't blowing, that's just how far I'm going. Got the getaway blues. Behind, can't get no good ground. Just gotta get away, get you off of my mind. I got the getaway blues. Got to get away from you. I don't know where I'll be. Y'all better believe I got the getaway blues. Leaving you behind, I can't get no good grind. I just gotta get away, get you off of my mind. I got to get away blues. I got to get away from you. Don't know where I'll be. Y'all better believe I got the getaway blues. Where chilly winds ain't blowing, that's just how far I'm going. Got the getaway blues. Soon as the rooster crows, I'm gonna hit the road. Got the getaway blues.
Oh, that's great. That sounds great this morning. Eden Brent here on WNCW with Bob Dowell on the bass. There's some great bass line work there, too, for sure. So you two have got this new album, Getaway Blues. Cool to hear the title track. Who else was on it?
We just recorded with a couple of guys that Bob knew. Bob, you want to talk about your buddies?
Yeah, if you can hear me,
Yeah.
I'll scoot forward a little bit. On guitar there was Rob Updegraff, a great guitarist who's playing Telecaster. He loves people like James Burton and Cornell Dupree rather. The great guitarist that played with. I think Donny Hathaway Live was one of my favourite albums that he's on.
All right.
But hell of a player. And on the drums, Pat Levette, who has a band in London called the Coal Miners that specialise in sort of New Orleans soul, like Lee Dorsey and the Neville Brothers and sort of Dr. John and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he's kind of really well versed in second line and funk.
Yeah. Right on. Cool. So some folks from London. All right. And then you had it finished up in Memphis?
Right. Yeah, we mixed in Memphis with Matt Ross Spang.
Okay.
Who's worked with a whole lot of people. I just saw his name the other day. I can't remember. He's just Matt is a real purist, but so the record was recorded in a rather pure way. The guys in London are Pat and Rob are just buddies. And I've played with them before, when we've been over visiting, because Bob's family lives in England still,
Yeah.
So we get over there at least once a year. And so, we just kind of got together and did a couple of days in the studio and just had knocked around and had some fun. Bob and I knew we were going to make the record once we'd planned the trip. So we finished up some songs we'd been working on and got ready to record them. And we recorded live, so that the record feels comfortable and easy. It's not over processed or over produced. It just sounds real pure, like here.
Yeah, right on.
The real thing.
The real thing.
Just live music. So it feels real good, and I think that translates in the recording. We recorded on tape, which was nice. So we kind of went back to the old way of doing stuff. The kind of the sounds of the records that I loved to listen to when I was young. I mean, one of my favorite albums is B.B. King Live at Cook County. We wanted to get that live sound, and so we recorded on tape. And Matt, the processes that Matt used in Memphis were kind of old school. Replaying something in the hallway making a natural reverb, and just doing some interesting stuff like that. So for the mixing process, so yeah, it felt real good to make it.
There seems to be a real renaissance of doing it that way, recording onto actual tape
Right.
versus digital, and recording live versus, like each of you in individual studios doing multiple takes. And sometimes that works out the best way, I guess.
Right.
But I know in Asheville there's Echo Mountain Studios, and I have been able to see that studio. It's known for using great old vintage equipment sometimes, but
Right.
also state-of-the-art equipment and just capturing that live sound.
Right.
So that's what you like.
For me, I think a lot of people can put something together in small pieces and put the puzzle together,
Yeah.
and it sounds exquisite. But just for me, because I'm not a studio musician, I'm really a live musician. I mean, the only reason I ever recorded a record to start with was just so I could get some more live shows. So I really love the live experience, and that I think that's where I thrive better. That's where I get feeding off the other musicians or just that vibe in the room. That's more meaningful to me as a performer. And so I think the recording sounds more authentic. It sounds more genuine, and it sounds more like me when it's as close to a live performance as I can get it.
Yeah. Well, you're just passing through our area currently. Your next live experience will be back home in Mississippi, like in a couple days, right?
That's right.
Little
I'm going to do a
festival.
songwriter thing there, and then we're coming back up here and we're doing Mountain Stage in the
West
middle-
Virginia.
That's right, and we're doing and we're coming back up here yet another time to do a festival in Wheeling, West Virginia,
Okay.
the Heritage Music Festival that I've played before, and I am doing a house concert here. So if anybody's interested in coming to a house concert in nearby in Asheville, they can just contact me on my website. That's
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
that's usually the way to do it. Yeah, check the tour page and see
Heck
if there's
yeah.
a link for
Right.
for things you might be having in our area. We need to get you back here
Yeah.
for bring whether it's a whole band or just the two of you or whatnot. But we're really glad to have you